There's this woman that has a great take on all this government assistance, especially she focusing more so on our community. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Like, we didn't create welfare. We were handed it. But welfare gave us all that we needed to say that. And then we wonder why we have to return our children to their fathers, which is the prison system. Because the government is your baby daddy. Now give us our son. We fed him through food stamps. We housed him through HUD and Section 8. We the baby daddy. Give us our child. And they get to the point where they come collect. And now we look, and it's a pandemic, and it's an epidemic of melanated men in the prison system. Going back to their daddy, Uncle Sam, who raised them. Via food stamps and welfare and Section 8. And if we don't do something about it, we'll just continue to perpetuate the cycle. And I don't talk about what I don't know about. Because I got jammed up because after my life changed, I didn't want to let the system go. When I didn't need it anymore. And I got up behind keeping an apartment, keeping a Section 8 apartment. Thinking to myself, if I was ever to be homeless again, me and my baby's going to always have somewhere to go. And the mother reported me to welfare. I got real behind that shit. I don't talk about what I don't know about, baby. I'm a single mama.
You know, that's a real interesting take that she has. She says that, you know, the government is the baby daddy. And how many times have brothers have been talking about that for years, is that when you sit up here and let the government feed you, the government house you, the government is literally becoming your man, your baby daddy, literally, on these programs. And to be on these programs, you literally have to be in abject poverty. You can't be thriving and being on these programs. And a lot of brothers have said for years that these programs need to go away, and these programs going away will solve a lot of the problems that we have, you know, in society, because, you know, you don't have the, you'll think twice before you engage in certain behavior. Let me say that, especially in the area of having children. If you think like, man, you know what, if I had this child, I'm not going to have any help. So make sure that whatever man I'm going to have a child with, he going to have to be my husband. And I said that a long time ago, women have way more to lose having a child than a man. Okay. And that's why I've always said, if the man didn't give you his last name, then he's not worth having a child for. It's just bottom line. Because if we can prevent all these children without no relationships, marriages in particular, then we won't have these issues and problems. Trust me, prior to all these programs coming in, the black family was so much together because we had to work with each other. And trust me, it's going back to that now. It's getting harder and harder and harder out here. And people not understanding it, but some people are solely seeing it and say, wait a minute, we got to work together. We got to be together. We can't be running around here doing any old thing. The single stuff is not it. You know, whether you're a man or a woman, that single stuff is not it. It's not productive. Having children and not being together. Let me tell you something. Let's say like furloughed people. If you're in a marriage and let's say you're furloughed. Matter of fact, I have one family member that's furloughed. And the other family member is still working their job, so they okay. But what if that family member that's furloughed didn't have the spouse? Then what? You know what I'm saying? It's always better to have two working together than just one. That's why God set it up that way. The government is not supposed to be taking care of you. You're supposed to be working with each other and taking care of each other. And yes, that prison system it wants to swallow up our young men, and we gotta always be against that, always, brothers and sisters. But let's work together, because government assistance, trust me, you in abject poverty to get that. And who really wants to be on those programs when we can hustle, we can get it, and there's so many brothers and sisters out here getting it every day, and they not on these programs. I promise you, they not. But the key is, I would like to see all my people off those programs. and I want to see all my people thrive.